blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I ain't heard a word you said.
We rolling.
Blah.
This guy's a gangster. His real name is Clarence.
I'm a German, eh? That's okay.
You ever seen the episode?
You look like a fucking worm with braids.
You know the new season of Stranger Things? You ever watch it?
Of what?
New season of Stranger Things?
Stranger Things?
Well, it's not new anymore, but it was.
The newest season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude Argyle, and he talks like that. The pizza guy. He's like, I don't know, Jonathan. I don't think we should be doing this, man.
Yeah, he's like all like, yeah, man. Totally, dude.
Just an absolute hippie, bro.
He's like, well, you know, I've
This
just been
guy's a
delivering
gangster.
pizzas.
His real name is Clarence.
His name is Clarence, dude. This whole crowd looks suspicious. It's all dudes in here. Except for these bitches.
Yo, where'd you get this stuff, man? Alright, we're recording officially.
Choking.
We're on episode...
Or you crush munchkins.
Dude, they're so good. Well, usually what happens is I eat a couple, and then I give them away because I want the best ones first, and then...
What do you still got in there? Anything good?
They only gave me jelly and chocolate because they didn't have glaze. Look on the box. They literally wrote no glaze.
None of these are jelly.
I might have mucked. No, the white ones. Those are jelly.
No, those are like Boston cream, aren't they?
No, they're jelly. Trust.
With the powder on them?
Trust. Yeah. Put one of them down. You can see it. They're like purple on it.
Yeah.
It's jelly.
I've never seen the powdered jelly before.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. You're missing out. You've been missing out, apparently.
I like the sugar ones.
That's facts. The sugar. I mean, it's pretty much the same shit, but now it's all over your chair too.
Fuck.
An absolute mound of powdered sugar on your chair. Speaking of powdered sugar,
Holy
we
shit.
should go to the Weymouth Carnival after this. Go get a fried dough.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Charlie
Fried dough with
yesterday.
some Suboxone.
Dude, I was talking to Charlie yesterday, and I was like, he's like, yo, the only reason I ever go to the fucking Weymouth Carnival nowadays is to fucking get fried dough, and that's it. And if you go for anything other than that over the age of 18, you're on a
You're
list.
a pedophile.
Yeah, you're on a list somewhere. I don't know what list. And then Charlie goes, yeah, we got to bring like Gavin with us or something.
Yeah, just to get just to get the fried dough.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, that'd be crazy to go in and pay for the fucking carnival ticket just to buy the fried dough as well and then leave. A $20 trip just for fried dough.
I'm trying to think. Like,
No,
can
you
you just
gotta
like
pay to get in, don't you?
it's like
then
$10 or something?
And then you can just ride whatever the fuck you want. I don't remember how it works.
I don't remember actually. It's been a long time since I went to the carnival.
It should be. So that's a good thing.
It was probably like before high school even. I don't think I went in high school.
I don't think high school kids even really go to it
Maybe like freshman year, maybe.
on occasion.
I don't like go on rides.
I just
and
don't
shit.
trust the Weymouth Carnival.
I don't trust any carnival.
I mean, no one's died as far as I know. So I mean, maybe we should be trusting.
Well, no one's
but-
died at the Weymouth one, but I'm sure people have died.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
The Weymouth
what,
one has a
like-
good track record, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Why roll the dice?
I'm not a big carnival goer anyway.
I don't really like rides and shit, especially rides that move from one location to
That's
the
what
other.
I'm saying. It's like
not
how
stationary.
how fast can you set these up safely?
Mobile rides.
Yeah, it's like
Well, not even. I mean, you can set them up as safe as you want.
a fucking
How-
pirate ship, and it's like massive. It's like, dude, this could kill
Yeah.
so
I'm
many
like, how
people.
safe are these anyways?
Just fucking
You're having like
just
fucking
takes off.
stoner like 15-year-olds set them
That's
up.
also true. And Sony 15s are running it.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Weymouth Carnival.
Everyone's high. And
Everyone
One
give
way or
me-
another.
It's gonna be 2 tickets to ride the ride. Everyone keep your hands and feet in the vehicle at all times. Actually, they don't have any roller coasters there, which is a good thing. I don't think you could assemble a roller coaster. Now that I think about it,
assemble one.
I don't think you could. Actually, don't they have one there? Like a little
Yeah,
mini one
I think so.
that like goes like a little.
Yeah, but like, how
But it's
bad
not like
can
an
you get hurt
actual
on
one.
that one?
You don't think you could get hurt on the roller
I'm saying,
coaster?
how bad could you on like that little tiny like?
Oh, the
you're
little
gonna
one. No,
roll,
yeah.
like-
I thought you meant in general. It's like,
No,
I
no,
feel
no,
like that's
no,
the most
no,
dangerous
no.
ride.
Yeah,
Theoretically.
I don't even know if they have one because they do
I
have
think
ones
they
that
have
are
like
like
a little
tiny.
mini one. Yeah.
They do like move around.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna know.
I don't
so
know,
I'm
yeah.
not investigating this
I'm
any
trying to
further.
think of. I was just trying to think of like another place you could get fried dough that wasn't a carnival. Like if you just wanted to go buy
Nantasket
something.
Beach, maybe.
Mm.
But I don't know if they even have it there.
Mm.
They also have a
Probably.
carnival there sometimes, but
They have fried dough and or mini golf and shit. So arcade.
defunct. I don't think they really run that anymore.
What?
The mini golf?
Yeah.
I think it's on its way out because I'm pretty sure I went there last summer and it was just closed like midday in the summer. So
Maybe it's like a nighttime thing.
I don't know.
It's like a
They
lot
are
of-
redoing the arcade there, so
Yeah, a lot of like high school kids work there, so it's like they're probably in school.
that's a good point.
I would guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, oh, midday, perfect time to go mini golfing because it's summertime, so like this is when it would be open probably.
Mm.
Wasn't open.
But alas,
And it's always dried up. It's It's like, why don't you just put water in here? It can't be that. The water's like 15 feet away.
What do you mean?
Just funnel it in. There's no water at the Nantasket Carnival. Like the
Like where it's supposed to be like a waterfall and
little
shit.
like fucking lakes and little thingies and little rivers and shit. There's just nothing. I've never seen water in there ever in my entire life.
Now that you're mentioning it, yeah.
And I'm thinking like the water is truly 15 feet away. It can't be that hard to.
Right. Just
get some buckets or something. Get a big pipe.
I mean, yeah.
Get like a little siphon going or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably figure it out.
What if they suck up too much of the ocean? Then there's
just overflowing, just flooding the.
I'm more worried about grouting the ocean.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I wouldn't honestly be worried about that. That'd be okay with me.
People are worried about global warming.
Driving the ocean to the Nantasket beach.
The Nantasket, yeah.
There's actually water on the other side too. There's like a little lake thing.
That is true. So you can just get some out of there.
Yeah,
salt
just borrow it. Yeah, put some salt. Put some fucking table salt in there.
Yeah. Sprinkle it in there.
What else are they doing in there? Anyways, you go over there. They're just the people running the thing are just like eating their food, doing their homework and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that Paragon place that's there is dope.
The what?
Paragon. It's like it's not. I don't think
familiar.
it's open yet for the season, but like you can go and hang out there. It's like
You
like
hell.
you can fucking chill, dude. It's like one of those like outdoor like kind of picnic-ish areas where they have like cornhole and fucking
it's like a little event
big
space,
Jenga and all that shit. Yeah,
Big Jenga.
big Jenga.
That's fire.
It was behind the pandemic. It's all big
Big
Jenga.
Jenga's behind the fucking pandemic.
Big Jenga over there. But yeah, no, like we were there the other day, and like there's a bar inside.
It is open then. If you were
Yes,
there.
but no, because there's an outdoor bar there too, but that wasn't open yet. So like, I don't really know why. I assume it's just like technically not in the season yet. But there's a bar inside, so you can just grab drinks and like go outside. I just walked in with a bunch of drinks.
Good vibes.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a little chilly, but
Nantasket Beach.
me neither. But that area is fun to like hang out or like. It's a good like chill spot for like, I don't know, if you just want to like get a drink on like a nice night. During the week or
Underfunded facilities over there at Nantasket Beach. It's got potential.
Yeah, it looks like dreary and like
it's got potential, but
it definitely does. The beach sucks. That's the problem. I don't go to the beach a lot, but everyone I know is like, this beach.
I don't think it's terrible. Like a beach. I think it's just like rocks.
It is like rocks.
Full on. Actually, there definitely is like a beach there, but I think it's like a very rocky beach. Like where the sand isn't really sand. It's more like gravel.
Yeah.
Like
which is great for walking.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Gravel.
And also there's signs everywhere, no dogs allowed.
Really?
Apparently that's a thing.
I didn't never notice that.
Apparently you're like not a lot of beaches don't allow dogs.
Oh.
Which is kind of crazy.
I wonder why.
'Cause I feel like you see dogs. I think it's 'cause people let them off the leash and then it's like.
Oh right, there's kids running around and then you get your feral dogs.
It's more one of those like, it's above me type of situations. I think like the people running the beach are like, listen, it's not me. I love dogs.
Call the president.
It's
dude.
not me.
I don't know.
It's Listen, it's a liability thing.
You never read the Constitution?
Listen, I have children. It's a liability thing. I just don't want anybody getting hurt.
21st Amendment. Check it out. No dogs on beaches.
The beach. Our founding fathers.
You want to try to change it? Be my guest. I don't know, dude.
Listen, go upstairs with it. It's not here. All right.
Let's chop brass. All right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Apparently, it's a common thing though. Apparently, a lot of beaches don't allow dogs. Which, as someone who's never owned a dog, I wouldn't know that. But I've had conversations with dog owners.
I've talked to a couple dogs.
And they are livid. Yeah.
They are also.
Speaking of dogs, did you watch the Boston Marathon? This relates. Trust me, this is going somewhere.
No.
There's a section of the Boston Marathon where it's just like you just pet a dog. Like mad people just brought like all their dogs. There's like 50 dogs there, like with their owners just sitting there.
Was this
like when you're running? It's along the race line, and you just like can stop and like pet the dogs.
Like you stop to get water.
Yeah, there's also water.
Just a dog.
Yeah, no, there's water there too. There's a water station, but there's like 50 dogs, and they were all just chilling.
No,
bunch of golden retrievers and shit.
That's dope.
That's fucking sick.
I guess.
And then there was like a, like those fence signs where it's like vote for fucking Nancy Pelosi or whatever. And
Yeah,
you put on like your lawn. It's like one of those, but it was like a dog's face because it was like a dog that was there last year that passed away or something. So I was like, damn, all the boys are out there in support.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and they all had like these like little collar, what are they called? Like bandana things that just said like Boston Marathon on and shit.
I did not know.
So it's not just like a stray dog; it's like an actual controlled.
Right, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. So I was like, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I saw it on the newscast. It's like, hey, we're here live at the Boston Marathon. Here we are. Here we are at the Boston Marathon. We're here at the dog section. How's your dog doing? He's like, my dog's great. Yeah, just really good pooch. I had him for 15 years.
He's a fucking dog. I don't
Really
know.
loyal. Yeah, really loves being pat. Yeah. Thanks. Back to you.
Back to you guys. And they're still running
And they're
here.
like,
right. Oh yeah, the 9-second delay.
thanks to Melanie.
Oh shit.
Actually, there was this one guy.
I would love if they did that for like 30 seconds. They're just sitting there like, and they because you don't have to.
And the camera doesn't cut from the old person, so the other person's just
right. So they're both just like, like smiling, like people talk.
There was one guy on the actual like marathon feed. He must have worked for like whatever news station runs the marathon. I don't even know like what channel it was on, WCVB or whatever.
Yeah.
But he worked, dude. I don't know if he was like, I don't know what he was either new to the profession. He was old, like not old, but like 50s. So he's
old head.
He's a veteran in the game, seemingly. But he also is simultaneously terrible at his job.
Was he?
Like he was just like fumbling
anchor?
his words, and yeah, he was like some sort of anchor. But he was like an interviewer one. Like he wasn't like one of like the desk people.
Oh.
He was just like one of the
He's in
people that
the
like they
field?
cut to on the street. Yeah, dude, he
Shit.
was just like so confused. I was like, dude, what is going on? It looked like a college student. Like if they had a college student, like, yeah, we're here with Matt from UMB. He's a communications major, and he's gonna be doing an interview here on the street. Matt, down to you. And he's just like, hey, so I'm here
He's like
with
Josh from that Drake. Who's like,
yeah,
he's
the
like
weatherman.
twitching.
He's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Just
here with
sweating.
John at the
Really?
finish line. John, how's the race?
He was that fucked up.
No, not that bad.
Oh.
He was like
It's
tweaking.
like God
No, he
damn,
wasn't like
dude.
tweaking, but he was just like mad. Like he's just bad at his job. I was just like
Huh.
unprofessional. I was like, what is going on here? And then like, there was an interview with him, but it was like a pre-recorded one.
Okay.
So he was like introducing himself, going to do the interview. It was kind of weird. It's kind of hard to explain, but they were
Yeah,
like,
I'm not-
basically
I'm
like,
not-
all right,
I'm not
John.
following.
They're like, all right, we cut to John,
Yeah.
and then John's like, I did an interview with Mike on the runway. Here's how it went.
Oh, okay.
They did the interview, and then it cut back to John, and John
He'd
was
be
like,
like, pretty cool, huh?
pretty sweet interview, huh?
Right.
And they were like, back to you.
Kind of crushed that.
Weird thing. But anyways, both the interview and the like little in betweens were just like awkward. Like he was just bad at what he was
Did you
doing.
ever see
so-
when they like try to run with the people? They're
Yeah.
like, how you feeling? Over here. You know, the cameraman's just like, oh fuck.
and the guy's just like at his AirPods, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck off! I'm
He's
just
like,
trying to run."
"Huh?"
Yeah.
Like what? You want to talk right now? So you've
He's
been
just
running.
booking
Is it? Are you gonna keep running? They're like, yeah, that's the
So how's
plan.
the race going so far? He's like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yeah,
Just running next to him.
he's just
He's
fucking
like,
out of.
"Hello?"
The cameraman's dying behind them,
Yeah,
like
right.
running with
Yeah,
all
the
these.
camera's all fucking like
Yeah, it looks like a
It's just
weird
running.
episode of Cops.
weird episode of Cops where they can easily catch the suspect,
Like,
but they're
what
not
are you
sure if
gonna
he's
ask
guilty.
these people? That's like
Literally,
that we don't know
they're
already.
like, "Thanks, I was just with John running down the race here." And it's like,
It turns
John.
out he's gonna keep running, and that marathons
Yeah.
are hard. Oh well.
Back to you upstairs, Melanie. Thanks, Stacy.
Oh, dude. Did you watch the marathon bombing like documentary on Netflix?
No,
Pretty good. It was very like odd.
with
No, I shouldn't say very odd, but like there was some parts of it that I was just like, what?
was it new this year?
Just came out like
I think
Maybe a week
I don't
before
think
the
I even heard
marathon.
of it, to be honest, but
it was
worth
just,
the
like,
watch.
It's definitely worth the watch. It was well done. It was just like every person in there
Kind
in
of
the documentary was like you would like when they said their position. It was they were like exactly how you expected them to be. Like it was like, I forget the guy's fucking
You're like,
name.
hey, my name is Jim
I'll
McNamara,
say
and I'm
Walsh.
a Boston Marathon 142 anniversary historian.
like,
just
yeah,
very
right.
specific.
It was
title.
like
how is there a field for that?
right, right.
You must be the only one in
What
the field.
department? Yeah. Like there was like I'll just change his name, like
Whatever.
Donnie
yeah.
Walsh or something. Like he was just like,
Yeah.
my name's Donnie Walsh. I've been in the director of investigation here in Boston for 32 years.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, and it was just like this
Yeah.
guy who just like looked all like
Just a little
decrepit,
shitbag.
like
yeah.
yeah, and
Like,
like
you're definitely the guy in charge.
he
of
was
this
like,
shit.
I couldn't believe it when this fucking happened. Like, it was like
He's like, when I heard the news, I couldn't even
I was
believe
like,
it.
what the fuck, guy? Like it was
And they cut
literally
to
like,
they cut to like one of like the fucking police officers that was like there that day. And he's just
Dude,
like
they
a
cut to one of them.
tweaker.
yeah, he was just like, I fucking shoot myself.
And so I'm just at the finish line. I mean, I do
Yeah.
this every year. I'm at the finish line, and there's a fucking bomb going
Yeah,
off.
literally.
And they're
Dude.
like,
They interviewed one cop that was like part of like the big Watertown shootout where
Yeah,
those
yeah.
guys just started throwing like pipe bombs
Yeah.
at cops. Crazy. I also didn't realize how
Fucking
fucking
wild.
insane that was.
Yeah.
Because like I
you
saw.
don't really consider it until you're like, wait, a fucking pipe bomb is an actual explosive.
yeah, you ever seen Patriots Day?
Yeah, the
So,
Mark
like,
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that scene. I was like,
Obviously.
what the fuck is going on? This looks like fucking like.
He's like, Edward. He's like, BPD, pull over.
And the guy's just like, it's just like grenades going.
Yeah.
Off. I was like, what on earth is like? There's no
It's a
fucking way.
war zone. Dude.
But they showed actual footage from it, and it was like, holy
Pretty,
shit!
yeah.
Like, yeah, it was like legit. They were actually throwing like bombs. But the guy was just like, I'm fucking glad my cruise. I'm fucking bang bang. Like, he was just like exactly how you expect a Boston patrolman to be. It was fucking nuts. That
That's
shit is
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it, but
It's definitely worth the watch.
that's funny as fuck.
They showed Obama one part, like when he came
He's
to
like,
like,
what am I doing again?
he came to give a speech or whatever. Yeah, right. Dude, that shit got me fired.
It's funny
dude.
'cause-
You got me. You was one of the dogs. You got me fired up, dude. He's like, not here in Boston. Not here in Boston. I was
This
like,
is our fucking city.
this is our
David
fucking
Ortiz.
city.
No, I always think it's funny.
They chose the wrong city.
Yeah.
Not here. Not here in Boston.
Literally, dude.
I was just like, let's fucking go, Barry.
It's so funny because
Why
it's
are the
like
boys?
I feel like people in Boston think Boston's like way bigger than it is. Like I don't think
Boston itself is not that big.
like I'm saying like even like the fucking like the vibe of Boston. Like if you listen to like podcasts or you listen to like or watch YouTube video, anybody who's like not from Massachusetts or Boston, like Boston's like a big city, but it's like not like New York. And it's not LA,
right,
and it's
right,
not Chicago.
right. Yeah,
even.
it's definitely not.
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely
it's
the
like-
smallest of like those major cities.
Yeah, and so people think like I feel like like there's no way Obama is like locked in on Boston frequently. Like
Probably not. No.
Yeah, it's
Unless
just
he
like-
needs- well, he does have a
obviously-
house in
obviously
Martha's
he's
Vineyard.
yeah no obviously and he's obviously gonna make a statement about it. I mean it's a fucking
Right.
terrorist attack in the U.S. But it's like it's just wicked funny because I guarantee you like for us that was like fuck or for like us as in like Massachusetts people that was like the biggest thing that's ever happened here. Whereas like or like one
Yeah.
of the biggest things that's ever happened. But then it's like in the rest of the country it's like they probably view that how we view like I don't know. I'm not gonna say 9/11 because it wasn't that fucking big, but like you
It
know
was
what I
probably
mean?
the
like,
first major terrorist attack since 9/11.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
I'm
it's-
trying to
I-
think of other ones, but
I want to see. I wish I could
In
see
America.
it from an outside perspective. Like I wonder what other people think of it as. Like you know what I mean?
what do you mean?
Like
I don't. I'm not following.
so we
trying
know all
to-
the fucking details about the guys going to fucking
Correct.
Watertown and
Right,
fucking all
right,
that shit.
right,
Like we
right.
know all the fucking details. 'cause we were here. But I feel like in their minds they're just like, oh, something happened at a marathon.
Something
someone
happened in
blew up,
Boston.
some- yeah, like,
They figured it out.
yeah,
But
like,
in reality, like when we're all here, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Like I just feel like people from Boston just, and it's just like it's funny because it's like that, but like that can be applied to so many different aspects of like Massachusetts / like Boston like culture. Like I just feel like they're not as big as like they think they are in a way, if that makes sense.
Who?
I don't know, just like Boston people in general. Like we're not from Boston, but like
Correct.
we know people from Boston.
Correct.
Like we've been around the city. Like it's just like not as relevant as like we make it seem. I feel
Yeah.
like,
Right. Yeah.
which is just funny. I wonder if other like cities do that. Like I said, we're not New York,
Well, we're
we're
just
not
used
LA,
to
we're
it.
not Chicago. We're probably like more in line with like other cities that are like I'm trying to think of like good examples, like fucking I don't know,
I
San
think.
Francisco or like
Yeah. Maybe.
Miami. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder
yeah,
if they
yeah.
view their city the same way we view our city. If
Right.
that makes sense. Like we think, I feel like Boston people think Boston is like the city. Like
Well, yeah.
they're like, oh, it's New York, Boston. We're like pretty much right there. Like,
Yeah,
in their
right.
eyes, but it's
Not
like
really.
in reality, it's like we're probably like
We're probably just like used to.
4 or 5.
I think
yeah.
like, it's the same. Like the way you look at New
No, I
York,
know.
you're like New York is crazy. It's huge. And then
Facts.
like someone from New York's like it's not that crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I just think it's funny. I'm like,
It's a fucking city to
except their city actually is massive compared to ours.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
which
it's
is
like-
why it's funny.
probably 6 times the size
Yeah.
of Boston. And Boston itself is not that big.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Unless you consider like
in terms of square footage, we're talking.
I don't
about
know
here.
what like New York City like however they have like different boroughs and shit like
Yeah.
that or whatever. And it's like I don't know if they consider like the way I'm like Cambridge is like part of Boston,
Yeah.
but it's its own thing.
Yeah,
it's
facts.
a separate jurisdiction.
Yeah, I
they
think
talk
it's
about
the
that. They're
same
like
thing.
these guys are on the run. They go from Boston to Cambridge. Like that's not our thing anymore.
Yeah,
now
you-
it's
dude,
on Cambridge.
You don't
to-
even know how much of that shit had me in a fucking headlock when I first
like,
started college.
Cambridge, Watertown,
Cambridge,
fucking-
Watertown, fucking Roxbury, like all
Yeah,
that shit
it's
is like
all-
part of Boston, but
but it's
also
not.
people refer to it as its own thing. So then
Right.
I'm like, dude, is this place in fucking Boston? Like,
Right.
where the fuck am I?
Like,
right
Boston
now?
College and like is in like Newton.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it makes no sense, bro. And I remember like being like a freshman at UMass Boston, and like, dude, I was so confused. He's like, yeah, we're gonna take a field trip to fucking Cambridge this weekend.
All
right, we're
there.
He's like, on Wednesday we're gonna have a field trip to Cambridge, and then I'm like, oh, why? Oh, I thought we were supposed to be going into Boston. They're like, it is Boston, you fucking moron.
You're
I'm
like, kid.
oh. I'm like, dude,
It's like Boston but nicer.
yeah, right. Everyone's like, boo, fucking throwing shit at me. You fucking shitbag.
You fucking yuppie fuck.
Yeah, they're like, you don't know it's fucking Boston, you fucking
towny
shithead.
pussy.
I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that shit's wild though. I was saying like it's like watching that hit me like a lot harder now than it did when it actually happened. I don't know why.
The Boston Marathon
Yeah.
bombing. Yeah, I don't really remember it happening.
I
mean,
remember
it
it
happening,
happening.
but I don't
Like,
remember like
I remember like where I
I don't
was.
remember
and,
being
like,
like,
I remember.
Up in arms.
Yeah, I remember getting like an. I remember joining the fucking Green Berets.
I remember driving down to fucking Cambridge.
I went straight to Hanscom Air Force Base. I said, "Get me a
I went
fucking
straight to the mayor's office and gave him a fucking piece of my
get
mind.
me a fucking bling." No, I just remember when it happened, sitting and getting an update on my phone. There was like 2 explosions at the Boston Marathon, and the way they worded it was not like bombs, because we didn't really know at the first at the time. But it was just like, a generator must have exploded or something. Like something went wrong, and I was like, oh, geez, that sucks. And then seeing like the footage on
send
the
us
TV,
a fucking.
and I was just like, whoa!
They sent us a notification like as if fucking Jason Tatum has dropped a triple.
Literally, dude, it was literally like from Bleacher Report or something. I was just like, oh.
So like 2 bombs and the 2 bombs just blew up at the final of or the what is it called the finish line of the Boston Marathon, and also David Ortiz hit a home
I was
run.
gonna say, the marathon was not the only thing being bombed today. Poppy went in the eye twice.
You're like, oh my god. And they're like, oh wait, this is actually serious. Hold on,
so
people have actually died. This is a terrorist.
It was just crazy to see like the media outlets and shit. I mean, I'm sure it was the same way during 9/11 and stuff, but like there was no social media really back then.
Facts. I mean,
so it was.
I was also wasn't even fully 1 years old yet.
No, yeah, I've thought about it. I think 9/11's like one of my first memories. I like vaguely remember it. Like
you vaguely remember stepping
what I
in.
think was not.
Yeah. Vaguely remember getting into your car and
I
driving
remember
to New York.
telling Mom to bring me to the recruiter's office.
Like
She's
fucking Mark
"You're
Wahlberg
3."
when he said if he was on the planes he would have like stopped it.
If only. Instead, he had to stop the Boston but you couldn't stop that either.
Facts. I mean, he really. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he
2 major terrorist attacks in the last 20 years. And
fucking
Mark
disgusting.
Wahlberg has butchered both of them.
Yeah, and one of them was in his home city.
Right.
Because he said
He was right there.
he said if I was on the plane, I would have stopped 9/11, and they were like, oh really? And then they terrorist attacked his own city, and he didn't stop it. Or like, come on, Mark.
0 for 2, Mark.
Yeah.
And really hope he's there for that third pitch.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, wherever Mark is, let's just not be there.
Right.
Because clearly he is just
Yeah.
on a roll. Anyways,
What about 20 minutes in? Yeah.
kind of detracted there.
Yeah.
But all right. Is there anything else we need to fucking discuss?
I don't think so.
I mean, I have the topic for today, but I don't think
have
there's anything else I missed. Okay, I think that's
Mhm.
probably. All right. So I guess we can just hop into the fucking topic. All right, so this one kind of goes a little bit along with the last time I was the host. I think it was.
Time travel?
Wait, was it time travel last time?
Yeah, I think so.
No, wasn't it
I'm pretty sure.
shipwrecks or something?
That was like 4 weeks ago.
Okay, well it goes with that kind of.
Okay.
So it's we're back to the ocean. We're back on ocean topic today. And we're gonna be dealing with some mysteries of the deep sea. Because like we said before, they're fucking crazy ass shit. Excuse me. All right, so there's a couple different little articles that I have pulled up here that I don't I'm not gonna give credit for because I'm a shitty human being. Yeah. So let's just get right into it. First one that we talked about already was the Mary Celeste. I think you probably remember that.
Yes, I recall.
Ship that like they found with like all the
pirate
shit
ship
was still
that had no one on
intact.
it.
Yeah, all the people were gone. The lifeboat was gone, but everything was like normal.
Yeah.
So we'll just skip over that one. If you haven't seen that one, go back to episode 604.
Right.
Which is last week.
Right.
Which was like a couple weeks ago.
That was pretty recent.
So we'll go into this one.
All right.
This is called the Baltic Sea Anomaly.
Oh, the Baltic Sea Anomaly.
Yeah, Baltic Sea.
Baltic Sea
Body
Anomaly.
body of water.
The Baltic Sea Anomaly.
A sea in the Balkans,
No.
maybe. I don't know. So in 2011, a group of divers was looking for treasure and salvage in the Baltic Sea. And took a sonar image of a 70-meter long and steely-looking object lying 300 feet below sea level.
Would you say steely looking?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it says.
Like it resembles steel?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
300 feet below sea level, 70 meters long. I think if you read something in the metric system, you have to have a good accent.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how
70
long
meters long and steely-looking object lying 300 feet below sea level. Actually, we can just...
Seems not that far, to be honest.
How long is 70 meters in the imperial system?
Imperial system?
That's what it's called.
Huh.
Bro, just show
Oh.
me the answer. from meters to feet, 230 feet roughly.
It's 230 feet long and how many feet wide? 30 feet
It
wide?
didn't say how wide.
Oh.
It said 300 feet deep.
Oh.
Some claim that the Baltic Sea anomaly, as it came to be known, was a UFO, to its resemblance to the Millennium Falcon in Star Wars, fueling that speculation. Others said it was the remains of a lost city. When scientists looked further into the anomaly, they came to the conclusion that it was a huge glacial deposit left over from the thawing glaciers that carved out much of the Baltic Sea basin. So,
Can they just go down there and 300 feet doesn't seem that far.
no, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. That's just the intro. That one's supposed to not be supposed to be that crazy, but it's just fucking crazy that they just don't know what it is. I don't know. 300 feet is pretty fucking far.
It is far, but in the grand scheme of like what we've explored,
That's very true. Yeah, I don't know.
like we've gone to the
I could
bottom
look
of the
up
Marianas Trench.
I could look up some more context for that one, but
I don't think a submarine could even like operate in 300 feet of water.
this one's called underwater crop
That's
circles.
definitely not true. Okay.
This one's just more cool. Measuring up to 6 meters across and sometimes decorated with shells and coral fragments, these ornate circles were discovered on the seabed near southern Japan in 1995 and remained a mystery for 16 years. As with crop circles on land, alien interference was cited as an explanation.
Right.
However, in 2011, researchers discovered that it was a male pufferfish. Just
Oh,
5
yeah, I've
inches
seen that
long
shit.
that was building them. So the pufferfish was just fucking around on the sand, just making shit.
Yeah, it makes crazy looking shit though, doesn't it?
And it was to
Was it just one?
attract the mate. I mean, it says pufferfish. I don't know if that's the plural or not, but
That's wild. If it was just that one dude.
no, I think it's
flexing.
just I think it's just all male. Actually, it says it was the male pufferfish, so I don't think it's like referring to a singular
that
one.
dude.
Yeah,
He
that
is.
motherfucker.
He is swim.
Yeah. When he dies, they just swim down, pick him back up, and put him in a casket. They're
Yeah,
like,
right.
This motherfucker was.
I've
him.
seen that before. That shit's crazy looking. Talk about flexing on everyone else. The other pufferfish are just like
They're like,
blowing up, and this guy's like,
"What are you
"You
doing
wanna
over there?"
see- wanna see
He's
some
like,
shit, bitch?"
He's like, "I don't fucking know, dude. This guy does this shit every fucking day."
But it's for attracting
And they're
mate.
like, wait a second.
Oh, he balling.
Holy shit!
Let him cook.
Yeah, literally, bro. And then he put this. They're like, he's like, bro, watch how he does this, and he puts this shells on there. They're like,
Shit is tough. That shit is tough.
holy shit!
And then some all the.
I think it's the equivalent of like
like a
crafting like a Lamborghini or something.
Right.
Like,
Definitely.
not only do you have to, not only do you have the Lamborghini, you also have like made it yourself.
Created
So
it.
it's like, yeah, it's like
He's
okay.
getting all the fish, bitches.
Okay, he's fucking him.
The show, man.
All right, this one's called the Atlantis of Japan.
Atlantis of Japan.
Years before the discovery of the perplexing
Atlantis.
circles on its seabed, southern Japan was the site of another ocean mystery. Plato's mythical city of Atlantis had inspired a number of stories about lost civilizations under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most recent and most intriguing was spurred on by the discovery of the atmospheric Yonaguni Monument in 1986 by a local Japanese diver. I think that's pretty good. The sandstone monument has an impressive symmetrical form, including what looks like steps. A number of people, including academics, have concluded that the structure is man-made. However, a number of other experts pointed to the similarities between the monument and nearby land formations, with Boston University natural scientist Professor Robert Schock pointing
One of
out
my
that
favorites.
sandstone breaks into straight edges, so it gives the illusion of a deliberate construction. So there's a picture for it.
What?
Under the water.
He's saying that's
He's saying that's
just how it
naturally
is.
occurring.
Dude, that looks pretty.
Yeah, all right, Robert.
looks
Fucking
pretty
bullshit.
cut and dry,
What
dude.
the fuck
I
do
don't
you
know.
work for, Robert?
Cut and wet, really, but
That's what I'm saying.
that looks that looks fucking like pretty well done.
Yeah, what is Robert's motive?
I don't know.
I know his bias.
If he was from BC, you would have fucking known about it. Scumbag.
He wor-
That's bizarre.
He works for Big Atlantis, I think, and he's trying to cover it up.
Big Atlantis.
I think that's the truth.
He worked for Big Sandstone.
Yeah,
Trust us, it's just sandstone.
He's like, listen, it's nothing. Don't look into
That
it
is
further.
bizarre.
Yeah, it's very weird.
It's pretty cool.
If you wanted to see what it is, just look up the Atlantis of Japan. It's pretty crazy.
Japanis.
Yeah, that hasn't stuck yet, but it might.
Japantis square pantis.
This one is about just narwhals, just existing in general, or just crazy. So the narwhal is another puzzling creature from the depths, and the function of its long tusk has been the subject of much debate. Many believe it is used for seduction, much like antlers on a deer. Other theories suggest the tusk is a sensory organ able to detect changes in the environment or a weapon for doing battle with other narwhals and predators. In 2017, drone footage recorded a Canadian scientist suggested the narwhal used their tusk to stun fish while hunting.
Like smack him?
It's just a stun, I don't know.
That would take some like precision.
I mean, it's a fucking narwhal. I feel like if you had a stick sticking out of your face, you could figure it out too, though.
Yeah, but okay, yes. I guess it depends on the size of the fish.
And also, like, picture the stick that
Yeah, because
You can see the entire way.
right
Like,
in
it's
my
like-
head, I was picturing like a little fish, and he's just like, but
Oh,
really, it could be
maybe.
like a tuna.
Yeah,
which is, like,
it could be
not
or a
small.
fucking shark. I mean, they're pretty massive creatures. I think so.
Right.
Who knows?
I mean, imagine being the first guy though to be like, "The fuck is this?"
Yeah,
Just
right.
the narwhal coming by, just being like, "Something got fucked up here. Something's way wrong here. I don't know."
Did you guys see that? They're like, what? No, what?
Yeah. a whale with
it
a
was,
horn.
It was a whale.
Mm-hmm.
Just tweaking
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of his life. He doesn't believe that they're real.
You gotta stop drinking, man.
Hey, listen, buddy.
Hey, sorry, it's a
They
fucking.
just flip him over the edge.
Yeah, make him walk the plank.
Like, yeah, buddy.
Dude, I think about that so much.
You
The
need to go.
first guy to see like certain
Anything.
shit.
The first guy to see an airplane
Whoa.
who doesn't read the newspaper.
Right. Yeah.
He's
Well,
like,
that would be pretty crazy. Just being like, what the
A
fuck?
hermit. Like a
Yeah. Right.
a
If you'd never
hermit
heard of
who
it,
Saw
it's
a
just
fucking airplane.
fucking. No, like
My God.
like.
We
He's a
figured it
hermit
out.
who's like
He's
wicked
very,
intelligent.
very punctual.
Oh my heavens.
Good heavens.
Like the
Good
pilgrims.
show. Jolly good show.
The pilgrims land here, and like the first guy to see like a fucking moose or something, being like,
Facts.
"What is that?" Like,
The first guy to see another human.
right?
They're
But
like,
I'm saying like something that
yeah,
big.
just some massive creature
That's
a grizzly
crazy.
bear
Who
or
could like
something.
record it, like, and write it down, like, you know what I'm saying?
who could put it on their iPhone.
Whenever the first like they started taking notes of what these animals are.
True. You could probably find that. I bet you could find like the first known recording of like an
You
animal.
know, they were all just like, "There's monsters that live here." Like,
Oh yeah. Like, well, this is what we see. I mean,
right?
Where
or,
does
like,
it
a
end?
bear or something?
yeah.
Like you're walking with your.
Imagine
buddy.
going to like a cave back in the day.
Right.
That's got to be like the
And then
like nowadays I wouldn't even go into a cave.
Right.
With ample technology.
Yeah. Back then they just didn't know. They were like,
Back then they were like, I'll light a torch, and I will be back by dawn.
"We're going in.
Yeah.
If I'm not back in 2 fortnight,
Yeah.
bury my boys."
Yeah.
Like, well,
Like, wait.
the kids are fine. Just
Do it.
bury the boy.
Do it. Marry the children. All right, this one's just about the Bermuda Triangle. Everyone's heard of it, but the triangle is an area of 500,000 square miles of ocean between. I didn't realize it was that
I
massive.
did not realize that. Well, it's between
Um,
like 3 countries.
Between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
The military ship, the USS Colossus, I almost said the USS Cyclops, traveling from Baltimore to Brazil with 300 crew, went missing there in 1918.
How many people?
300 crew members
Off one boat,
disappeared.
and the boat showed up somewhere.
I don't know. It didn't say. No, actually, neither of them were found.
The
There's
boat.
another boat. In 1945, a whole squadron of bombers similarly vanished.
I saw that. I remember that
In
story.
both cases, no wreckages were found.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like
Back to you.
the ship showed up and there were like 300 people were supposed to be on it, and no one was. I was like, that's
No.
bananas.
I feel like it's crazy that the ship just disappeared.
Yeah, but you can.
Where could it have gone?
it sank?
How?
I don't fucking know. But the ocean's big.
How did a whole squadron of bombers just sink?
That one's a little weirder, but they could have just flown off course and all fucking just sank.
Yeah, but it's like there's like an iceberg out there to sink them.
No, I think they're talking about planes. No.
This is a military ship. It says the USS Cyclops.
Yeah, that's a ship.
definitely a ship.
What about the bombers though?
Oh, true. I guess bombers could be planes.
I think they'd be planes.
They all just fucking dove
Just the ones
nose
just
dive into the
All
ocean.
because I remember reading about that story and it was like they.
All right, boys, we're above the Bermuda Triangle. Everyone go down.
Everybody right to the water.
15 bombers just.
You know the drill, you Shane. Yeah.
Maybe they were sticking it to
Odd.
the man.
Huh?
So maybe they were sticking it to the man. They were a bunch of rebels.
They're behind big.
Hated the war.
They're behind Big Triangle. They're really trying to drive.
Perpetuating triangular.
They're driving it home.
Yeah, they're perpetuating
it's weird out here.
triangular mysteries. I fuck with that.
All right.
The unmapped ocean floor. This one's more of just a little statistic for you.
Mm.
70% of the Earth's surface is below the ocean, but although the ocean has been mapped, only large details of 3 miles or more in length can be properly seen. This means
Huh?
that 95% of our oceans remain hidden.
Say that again. 3 miles is the only shit we know about?
Only large details can be properly seen. So 3 miles or more in length. I don't know what that
Total?
means, but it doesn't matter because the next stat helps you out a little bit.
Okay.
This means that only 95% of our oceans remain, this means that 95% of our oceans remain hidden. It's little wonder, then, that the oceans continue to throw up surprises. Recent discoveries have included a new shark, Genie's dogfish, and perhaps the longest animal ever recorded, a 47-meter-long jellyfish discovered earlier this year by Australian scientists.
What the fuck? What year is this? When
Let's
was this article written?
scroll back to the top real quick. See if I can find that. I have
Usually
no
at the
idea.
bottom.
Scroll down to the bottom real quick.
I think it's like at the very bottom.
I have
the
no idea.
footnotes.
It doesn't say.
47 meters long. How long was that we just had? What was the other thing? 70 meters?
Yeah, but that wasn't
that
a
was what?
confirmed animal.
Yeah, but that was how long? 200 feet or something?
No, like 235 or something, I think.
Right, so doing the math.
I could just look it up again, though.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
47 meters to feet. Meters.
That seems absurdly long. That's probably like
144 feet.
144?
154.
154-foot jellyfish?
Yeah.
The fuck is the point of all that?
Buddy was just floating around out there.
Dude, that blue whale's like 100-something feet.
Yeah. Roughly. Alright, another one. This one is about a giant cannibal shark.
Cannibal shark?
Yeah, in 2003, scientists decided to tag a 9-foot-long great white shark to study temperature changes in the ocean. Just seemingly that has no correlation, but
I think there's other ways to do that.
Yeah, like how we just tag the shark.
Wait, and just hope it
Jim,
swims
how would
wherever
that
we want.
fucking work?
I don't know.
He's like, just fucking do it.
Just
dude.
tag it.
Yeah.
Christ
Come on,
sakes.
just humor me, dude.
I'm not paying you to tell me how you think things work.
Yeah. No, the scientists are just bored. They're like, why don't we just fucking tag that thing?
Yeah, shot some shark.
They're just sitting at the iPad, like watching it fly, like
Shit,
zip
it's on
around.
his phone, like,
They're like, how do we justify using this thing?
it's pretty dark down there.
We're studying temperature changes in the ocean.
We're
It's like,
definitely
alright,
not.
fuck it, that'll
We're
work.
definitely not betting on how
Yeah.
far the show.
Yeah, we're definitely not betting how long the shark lives. Anyways, several months later, the tag recording the information was found on shore. When researchers looked at the tag's information, they were stunned. About 4 months after the tag was put on, the shark seemed to have dove around 1,900 feet, which suggests it was attacked and eaten by something. But what could eat a 9-foot great white shark? An even bigger shark, scientists say. So that's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah,
So the
that's
shark a 9-foot shark just got coughed up on the shoreline.
that's bananas. The whole shark did, or
No, just a little tag.
just a little thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
This one's about Mariana's Trench. I think we've all heard of that as well.
Yeah, I've been there.
So we're just lying. Mariana Trench is the deepest point in all of our oceans, coming in at 36,201 feet deep.
That's a lot.
36,
Oh,
comma,
shit. Two pauses.
201. That's right. You could stick Mount Everest on the bottom and it would be completely covered by water.
You
Alright,
good?
I think we're back.
Yeah, we're ticking.
All right. So John just got drafted.
I've been drafted by the JATC.
Yeah.
I don't know where or to who. but-
They're sending him to Australia.
yeah. Weird. Usually apprentices don't travel, but I'm going to Indonesia. So.
I know. Anyway, so
Anywho.
we were talking about Mariana's Trench, 36,201 feet deep.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I'm gonna put it into perspective for you while you look it up. Okay. 36,000 feet is 444
That is
miles.
6.82 miles.
How many?
6.82.
That's not as many as I thought.
That's so far, dude.
You could stick Mount Everest on the bottom, and it would be completely covered by water with an extra 7,000 feet of extra water on top.
Holy shit.
Because of the sheer size and pressure, only 4 expeditions have successfully descended. Who knows what's even down there? There's just too much of it.
Too much of what?
And that's all, folks. No,
There's just too much of,
I would think water in this situation.
like pressure or something?
Yeah.
Pressure!
I would think.
Pushing down on me.
All right.
David Bowie's down there.
Can we talk about the bloop?
David Bowie's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Pressure!
That's where they're having Tupac.
Oh, shit.
Did we talk about the bloop already? I can't remember.
That was my nickname in high school.
I think
No, but I think I know what this is.
I feel like we did. I just
The
skipped it.
bloop
Oh, maybe I just
signal or
skipped it.
whatever. Or is
alright,
it that
yeah.
sound that was like...
I'm gonna explain it. Don't worry.
It's like, huh.
You know that feeling when you hear a strange noise in the middle of the night? Imagine that, but in the middle of the effing ocean.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
The
So
effing ocean?
if you hear, that's word for word what it says. So I'm sure there's at least a couple people who know what article this is just because of the language in it.
The foul language.
Just
Which
like
we're
the
not
company that would-
condoning, which is
there's-
why we
there's-
will not be sharing the link.
Yeah, there will be there's a specific company out there that writes articles, and they would say some stupid shit like that. There are several unexplained noises that have been recorded over the years, with two of the most popular being the bloop and Julia.
Julia, I've never heard of.
These sounds have to have been made by very large objects, or possibly creatures, with most scientists believing the sounds are large icebergs scraping the ocean floor. But what if it's not?
What if it isn't?
That's what it says.
Scientists
That's the
fucking
last
do-
sentence in
they
all capitals.
suck.
But what if it's not?
What's the Julia? I've never heard of the Julia one.
Yeah, I'm gonna open these both in a new tab.
It's a
so I can-
voicemail.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny how-
Hey, Julia. I'm a little drunk right now.
You ever seen Good Morning, Julia?
No,
Good Morning, Julia. You've never seen that video of the guy? He's like,
I don't think so.
He was. It's like I saw it on Tom Segura's podcast like a while ago when it first dropped.
I'm not a Tom Segura
Well,
watcher, to be honest.
I don't know if you'd seen the video still. It kind of went somewhat viral in like the comedy world, but it's like this guy and he like met a girl at a bar or something, and she gave him his number, and he like texted her the next day, and
Yeah.
like it was this long video, and he's like recording himself walking around, and he's like, "Good morning, Julia. You are just so beautiful." Dude, it's like a minute and a half long. And he goes, the funniest part of the whole thing, he's talking about how he built his own house or whatever, which okay.
Mhm.
And he just goes, so what do you say we just do this? Let's just go full throttle. But the way he says it, let's just go full throttle.
Dude.
So now I have a friend, Julia, that I Snapchat every year on her birthday. And I try to do the video like word for word, but I think I've gotten like, the farthest I've gotten is like 20 seconds before I just burst under laughing.
Yeah.
It's fucking hysterical.
That is pretty funny.
Good morning, Julia. Julia, if you're watching, good morning.
All right, so I think I found the video of the Julia.
Okay.
I'm gonna see.
Live. This is a BBH exclusive.
This is a PBH exclusive.
Bruh.
Oh my God, Ronnie.
You're listening to.
Is this it? Seems fake.
This is the Julia.
I don't think it's picking it up.
Oh, it's picking it up. Hold on.
This is it?
Hold on. You got it?
Yeah, it just sounds like bubble wrap.
Yeah. Okay, but it's in the fucking ocean, so why is it making that noise? That's the point.
That sounds more like a microphone glitch than anything else.
It ain't, bro.
All right.
Trust the scientists, bro.
I don't like scientists. They're boring.
I don't like scientists that make me take the fucking vaccine. They're the ones behind the pandemic.
They didn't wear the fucking mask and shit. All right, so that was the Julia. You probably couldn't even really hear it, but you could look it up yourself. I don't give a fuck.
Go fuck yourself. Why? Because fuck them. That's why.
All right, so then this one's called the bloop. I think we all know about this one
I've
as
heard
well.
about this one.
I'm not gonna play that one because it was just gonna be the same shit basically. But the bloop is pretty fucking crazy, bro.
It's widowy a sound.
It's literally a crazy sound in the ocean. So it's very loud, low frequency, whatever. Basically, there's nothing I can explain that
It's
makes
like
this
waves. It's
any.
just like bloop. Like,
It's just a really weird, loud noise from like the middle of the ocean. So yeah,
Yeah, but I think I guess if you're underwater, you can make noise.
look up
so.
the bloop. I'm just saying, if they don't know what it is, there's no way me and you sitting here at this desk could be like, it's definitely a microphone.
Right. No.
Like I know what you're saying, but
No. I'm saying like I was trying to think of like, can you make noise underwater
I mean, yeah.
and like it be audible?
If I went underwater right now and I screamed, you'd probably
You
be able
would,
to hear me.
yeah, you would hear it. I just for a second in my head, I was like, I don't think so. And then I was like, oh yeah, you definitely can. Actually, you wanted me to tell you a story why? Listen up, folks. When we did
Buckle in.
life-saving merit badge,
Classic.
summer camp, right? Shout out to Lord Baden Powell.
Classic. Scout's honor.
And we did life-saving, and it was pouring rain. So just a quick gist of what life-saving is. It's
You're in
essentially
the water, so
it's like the Navy SEAL merit
should-
badge.
it's basic. You're basically getting your sea legs.
Right.
Essentially.
You ever heard of MUDs? It's like life-saving merit badge is like basically like lifeguard training. It's but it's kind of ramped up a little bit. Like
yeah, pretty much.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like
It's probably more
intimidating.
intense than lifeguard training, to be honest.
Yeah, it probably is. Honestly, it's more. It's to not like lifeguard training. It's supposed to be able to just like save someone's life and in
an
the water or
emergency
wherever it is.
situation.
Like it's not just a pool thing. It's like
Yeah.
if you see someone in the ocean, you see someone in the lake, you blah blah blah, whatever. So we were doing the baby test, which is when they take a jar of sand and they throw it into the lake, and you're all turned around on the dock, so you can't see where it landed. You can kind of hear where it landed, but like you can't see where it landed.
Echolocation.
So then, what is it called? I forgot the fucking name of the exercise. It's
jar.
called.
Water.
No, the there's a name for the formation that you do, and then like you would do this with multiple lifeguards to like span out and then like swim down.
Oh
and then,
yeah,
I
don't
forget
know
what the fuck it's called.
It's basically just like a
It's
police
like surface
line.
to
It's like a police line, but in the water.
yeah, it's like surface to ground dive
It's like
or something.
it's so you can just scan like a
Right.
massive amount of area.
So
in the
you're
water.
all shoulder to shoulder, like 3 feet apart on this dock. You hear that, and then you let it sink.
Yeah.
And then you turn around, you all dive down and try to find this thing on
Yeah.
the bottom of a fucking lake, which sucks.
And keep in mind, it's not like it's
it's
not
not
like
a pristine lake.
it's disgusting. Down
Yeah, it's
there.
all
like-
murky and
yeah, it's
nasty.
all murky. There was turtles in the water allegedly.
You
there's-
don't have goggles on.
You know, with
like-
goggles. There's like seaweed at the bottom and
Yeah,
shit.
it's
You
nasty.
basically go down there. If you miss the first time, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
and you're gonna come back up.
Yeah. But there's a life at stake.
Yeah.
So you go down there. But so when we did it, it was pouring rain. Pouring rain. Like some of the hardest rain I've ever seen in my fucking life. It was insane.
So you come back up and you're still getting
We come back up,
waterboarded.
it's just like you can't hear because it's like whatever.
Okay, who got the
Dude,
bottle?
I couldn't see like the kid at the like I was
Yeah.
on the one end, he was on the other end. I couldn't see him. It was raining
That's
so
fucked
hard.
up.
It was crazy. But we dove down, and this is how I know you can make sound underwater. This kid was just screaming, dude.
Word.
Like he was being stabbed. So
Word.
like you're
Maybe the turtle
underwater.
got him.
Maybe we're underwater, dude, and all you can hear is
Like,
just
is this jar alive?
full panic, dude. The fucking it is so scary. Being underwater, you can't see. You
Yeah.
can just hear someone
Hear someone-
screaming like they're
Yeah.
being eaten. So
Well, it's
that's
funny you mentioned that. Number
Yeah.
15 on my list is the Camp Massasoit, the Camp Massasoit life-saving
I was like, what?
sound.
So yes,
Nah,
in
but-
conclusion, you can make noise
Yeah.
underwater.
That's fucked up.
Confirmed.
I'd be horrified, to be honest.
It was fucking.
I'd probably
insane.
just make sure he stays down there.
Yeah, I was like, I might
Everyone just
drown
teams
you.
up and just pulls
Right.
him under. All right, this one is from 1968. It's about 4 separate submarines that went inexplicably missing in the
4?
same exact year. 4 submarines, MIA, same year. That year being 1968. The USS Scorpion,
What year
the
was it?
K-129, 68.
68. Okay.
The USS Scorpion, the K-129, the Minerve, and the Dakar.
They never found him.
The last 2 subs disappeared only 4 days apart. The Minerve has still never been found, even though it only disappeared an hour away from its home port. Is it just a coincidence that 4 giant machines would all have misfortunes the same year, or is it something more sinister?
Dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, I guess
That's all the detail they give you. They don't tell you what the other one's
I
getting
mean you can
found
click
or-
into it if you want, but I'm thinking that they all got found except the Minerve because it says
That's wild. It was only an hour
it is
away.
What?
It was only an hour away. It said from
an hour
port.
away from what?
From port. Or is that what it said?
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's freaky.
This one doesn't really shock me that much because it seems like it might just be a technological fault.
Yeah.
If they're all in the same year, like maybe they're all from different
Oh,
countries. They're all from
like-
different countries too. So one's
Mm.
from the U.S., one's from Soviet, one's from
Well, I don't
France,
know.
one's from the INS.
Because they're probably
I
all
don't know
built
what it is.
different with different parts and shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking like sonar just wasn't as advanced as they thought it was.
Oh, they're just slamming into shit or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, well, or they just like went down and then they were like, wait, we can't get back up. They're like,
Mm.
wait, you forgot to put an up switch on this thing.
Just burrowing into the
Yeah.
ground. Fuck.
This one is about Atlantis. Whatever. I mean, people say that it was discovered off the island of Delos in Greece.
Dude, I heard a crazy theory about Atlantis.
Do tell.
I think it was these 2 guys on Rogan, and they
It's
were
a dark
talking
and
about
stormy night.
yeah. They
Just watching Joe Rogan.
they found some like civilization in I think it was the jungle or something, and they think that might have been Atlantis, and that there used to be a sea where like the jungle is now or
okay.
something like that.
I think
It's
that,
crazy.
Yeah, I think
Like,
the
I'm-
Amazon was man-made.
Mm.
I think we talked about that before.
Did
The
we?
Amazon was man-made. Yeah, 'cause like not like man-made isn't like copy-pasted. but like as in like they planted like someone planted all the trees that are in the Amazon
Oh,
currently,
right.
and like they
Yeah, I
weren't like
don't know.
naturally formed there.
Yeah, it's
So,
wild.
That could make sense.
I can't remember who the two guys were, but if you can figure that
I
out,
mean, you could probably just look that up. Joe
Yeah.
Rogan Atlantis. I'm sure
it was
there's
nuts. I was like,
hours of
what the
content.
fuck, dude? Crazy episode. You should watch that.
This one
We should watch it
is
right now.
called the HMS Daedalus's Sea Serpent.
Say it again. HMS.
HMS Daedalus.
Talking to the fucking mic.
HMS Daedalus.
Daedalus.
Yeah, that's the name of the ship. I don't know.
Daedalus? Is it like a foreign name?
DAEDALUS.
All right.
Sea Serpent. That probably isn't how you say it, but for 20 minutes, the crew of the HMS Daedalus, a Royal Navy warship, watched what they claimed to be a giant 100-foot-long snake with a dragon's head swim near their boat. Don't trust the Daedalus's crew. It was spotted a second time by the American brig Daphne, who even shot at it and the creature tried to follow it, only to lose it at sea. Or sorry, they shot at it and then tried to follow it, and they lost it at sea. Scientists today think they most likely saw a whale, but wouldn't a bunch of experienced sailors know the difference between a whale and a serpent?
Probably, yeah.
See, that's why I like this article, because it's
Yeah.
like someone's writing.
Like,
this.
oh, well, fuck that.
This is like a train of thought.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're like,
Wow.
don't trust the Daedalus's crew.
you must be fucking retarded.
Yeah, right. And at the end, it just says, but wouldn't they know the difference between a whale and a serpent?
Yeah. That is
You're
wild.
raising good questions.
What year was that? Like is that World War II?
It doesn't have a year on it, but the pictures are painted, so very old. Much
Very
before,
old.
Much before World War II.
Yes, who was shooting it? What were they shooting at it with?
Fucking-
Harpoon!
I have no idea.
Thump.
Probably not even harpoons. They probably didn't have that yet.
Throwing pens at it or something. Follow it! That's even crazier. They're like, follow it! I think it would have just been like,
Follow it! Follow it! And they're all just like, aye, aye, Captain.
yeah.
It's too fast, Captain.
Row, you scallywags!
They're just rowing as hard as they can.
Right.
Or like, no, the funnier thing is it starts to take off one way and they put the sail down to follow it and they just start going the other way very slowly because this wind's just blowing the wrong way.
Steady! They're like, no! Steady!
Hold on, steady now.
Follow it! Steady!
All right. Bermuda Triangle, we already touched on that.
Touch it again.
Don't mind if I do. In 1945, an entire squadron of U.S. torpedo bombers vanished into thin air. So that was the bombers, torpedo bombers.
Yeah.
Is that still a plane?
A torpedo bomber, yes, is a plane that drops a torpedo.
Okay.
If I remember
That
correctly.
marks like submarines and shit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which is crazy.
This one is about the Gulf of Mexico's cursed shipwreck. ExxonMobil was laying pipeline. Nice. When they happened to stumble upon the shipwreck.
Sweet.
That would be the last bit of good luck to happen near this site. A team was assembled to explore the wreckage, but nothing ever seemed to go right. The exploration saw malfunction right as it was getting ready to go check out the wreck. Everything from a video monitor just going out whenever they fired the thrusters to sonar breaking to hydraulics going haywire one after another. Next, the Navy sent a researcher sub that basically self-destructed its own rover upon entering the water. And when it finally got to the wreck, its arms were too short to reach anything. These are only some of the many attempts and spectacular failures to this cursed ship seems to bestow on all ye who enter.
Yee? What is the ship name again?
It doesn't say. It just says a shipwreck in the Gulf of Mexico. Maybe they can't figure it out because they can't get down there.
Ah, so they're like, let's check this out, and every time they go down, something's just exploding or falling apart or...
Something like that.
Well,
This one's about the Loch Ness Monster.
you ever heard of her?
We all know about that one.
Have you heard about the lake?
However, have you
Champlain?
heard about the Stronsay beast?
The fuck did you just say to me?
Scotland seems to have sea beasts on
Scotland?
lock.
You gotta fucking stay out the
Wait,
cold.
that's a bar.
What is that?
Scotland seems to have the sea beasts on lock. But it's spelled like lock.
Yeah! They got these sea beasts on lock.
That's called fucking bars.
That's fucking bars!
Anyways.
You don't know nothing about that!
No.
That's wild, bro.
All right, so they have the Loch Ness Monster.
Fuck this article.
But in 1808, a strange carcass washed on the shores of the Stronsay that many people believe to be another plesiosaurus. So they were like, listen, I know we
Doubling
don't...
down.
They're like, listen, the Loch Ness Monster,
I said, "Aye."
it's probably not real.
You didn't believe the first one?
However, yeah. No, actually, this one's a prequel to the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh,
it
really?
seems like. So, yeah. So
We'll get him with the next one then.
yeah. Once we get a little more technology,
Trust me, we'll trick these fucking idiots.
Scientists speculate that it was a 36-foot long decaying basking shark. But what if
Oh.
basking sharks have paw-like fins with articulating joints, like the eyewitnesses reported seeing on the creature? I mean, that's the thing. Everyone knows that basking sharks don't have paw-like fins and they don't have articulating joints.
If there's
So-
anything I do know about basking sharks,
Yeah. Also, 36 feet long. I think that's pretty fucking long.
well, let's see.
The fucking great white shark we
What is
looked.
the average size of a basking shark?
I was like, 36 feet to feet.
26 feet. The average length of an
Okay.
adult is around 26 feet.
All right. It's
Yeah, so
plausible.
that would have been a fucking
It's plausible.
hoop of a goddamn basking shark.
It's a bit long,
It's a bit long.
but it's plausible.
So they think it was a decaying one?
Yeah, because it was dead already. I washed up on shore. Conveniently, no pictures, paintings. I mean, it
Right.
was 1808, so
Right.
pictures make sense. But
Like, if only there was
fucking painting.
somebody take a
Can
note
we
of
get a
this.
fucking painter out here to
Take
take
a note of
fucking
this.
painting of it.
This
Put it
is
on a
fucking
fucking canvas.
crazy. Somebody
Um,
take a goddamn note of this.
All
Write
right.
this down.
This one's called the Phantom Island of Bermeja.
The fuck? The Phantom Island of
An island called
Bermeja?
Bermeja was found on several maps and charts throughout the 16th century to the present. However, when recent surveyors went out to explore the area in 2009, the island had mysteriously vanished.
What?
So, like, there's an
It
island.
was right here.
There's a I swear. So on multiple maps and charts, there was this island called Bermeja. But
Okay.
then people were like, you know what? Let's go see what's going on over there.
Oh yeah,
2009.
an island. Let's go see it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, really?
The guy's like, ta-da.
Those don't move very much, so let's go find it.
Very frequently do they? They are infrequently, I should say.
Yeah, so they pulled up, no island there. They're like
They're like,
a rock.
They're
a
like,
rock eyebrow.
put this
People's
on.
eyebrow.
Put this on.
Yeah. Deadass. And then they go, did the U.S. government blow up the island to expand the
What?
U.S. hold on the oil-rich Gulf, like some conspiracy theorists believe? All right, this one's wild. It just
How big was
is
this
this
fucking
Wonder
island?
Woman's home island? Definitely not.
Wonder Woman's home island.
Yeah, I think that's probably just a joke.
I think
don't
these
think
guys are getting a little big
little
for
off
their
the rocker.
britches.
I mean, we're on number 12 on this list.
They're
so
just running that on.
They're
I don't know.
already-
Maybe it's fucking Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point,
At this point, I mean, there's no.
how big was
explanation.
the island? Does it say?
It was probably the
Like,
size
is it possible
of.
to just blow
It was
it
probably
up?
the size of Bermeja, if you've ever heard of that island.
I'm saying, is it even feasible to just blow it up
No
and
idea.
just get rid of it?
I mean, probably not. They probably would. Someone probably would have heard about that.
Right.
What probably happened is probably one person made a map with Bermeja on it, and then they were like, you know what, let's just make a new map, and then they just put it on the new map, and then they just put it on the new map, and so forth. You know what I mean? Just like chain effect type shit.
Okay.
Who knows? Alright, this one's called the Devil's Sea. Starts
The
off with the
Devil's
first
Sea.
sentence. Want to never go out on a boat again? Look no further than the Devil's Sea.
I don't have to look much further than
It is one of 12
Picture
vile
of a shark.
vortexes of the world right there.
vile vortexes.
Vortices, my bad.
Vortices. You fucking idiot.
Of the world right up there with the Bermuda Triangle. It's a place where planes drop from the sky like birds and large methane deposits cause gas explosions. It's also where the U.S. lost 20 submarines during World War II. And
Jesus.
ships that are twice as big as Titanic go missing.
Hold on a minute. First off, a lot of cap I'm smelling here.
Yeah, let's backtrack a little bit.
Let's backtrack.
fuck's
Let's break
going
this
on
down.
here?
Let's break this. Read this again. Let's break it down here. This
Um,
seems.
yeah.
So planes just drop like birds. Which, by the way, birds don't drop a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Let's say you drop like rocks or something.
Yeah. It's a place where planes drop from the sky like birds and large methane deposits cause gas explosions.
All right, so time
That
out.
part didn't need
Time
to be
out.
put in.
Time
so
out.
it's just happens.
Time out.
Let's
Time
backtrack.
out. So they know about this. Yet they're
that's-
just
and
like,
they willingly fly through it.
keep
They're like,
trying.
I think I could do it.
Right, yeah. It's like, we got to figure this out eventually.
He's like, oh, the last 15 people have crashed. I'll be the one.
They're like, you know how planes just keep falling out of the sky here? We're going to figure out how to get through it eventually. Like, no, dude, just go around.
Just go around it.
20 submarines? After like 3 in the same spot, you'd think they'd be like, let's avoid this area.
I'm hoping, for the sake of our military prowess, that all 20 were like in a fleet, and it was too late to like just turn around. You know what I mean? Like they were all just like,
That'd be a
we're
long.
moving in, and then they just were like, ah, shit, we're all dead.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping.
Right. They were
Then
just,
again,
like,
you're probably
sending
right.
guys
It's probably
out.
like 5 at a time, and they just were like,
Just going out.
yeah, like the fucking cops that just drive off the cliff, like in the movies and shit.
Send in another one to look for that. All right. Send in a guy to look for those other 2.
Yeah,
Hey,
Literally.
send in a fourth. Look for the 3 that were missing.
Yeah.
They just keep
and it
sending
just
it.
keeps going one at a time.
Eventually, they're like, all right, let's try something else.
Yeah, so. Yeah. And then ships twice as big as the Titanic go missing, apparently. I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah. So, I would say, rule of thumb, avoid that little area, but that's just me personally.
Right.
All right. We can do, what are we at right now? An hour?
Yeah, we're at like an hour right now.
I got 2 more, so we'll just do these last 2. We'll end with the fun one, I guess. The Yonaguni Monument. I think we already talked about this one, but this is those giant stone. What do you call it? These giant stones that were over 165 feet long and 65 feet wide that are like perfectly shaped stair structures.
Perfectly shaped stair structures.
Remember we were talking about this, and they were like big sandstone was like.
Sally sells
listen,
seashells.
It's us.
Sand.
Big sandstone. Remember we were
Big
just talking about
sandstone,
that,
yeah.
and they were like, "This, it's us. It's natural. Don't worry."
Mm.
But it's actually not. It's actually Atlantis secretly.
I wish I knew that.
That's unconfirmed. Yeah, that would be flag, like the Twitter flag where it's like it's
Yeah,
like the little fucking
cap.
note. Yeah. All right, and the last one, absolute mic dropper. Actually, not even. It's just cool. All right, I'm gonna read this verbatim.
Yeah.
Everyone picture a school bus.
All right.
You picture a school bus?
Yep.
A real size one?
Yeah, they have the wings on the side and. Wait, I'm thinking of something else.
Now imagine a squid that size.
All right.
It's not a great picture, huh? Well, back in 1870, a
That's the
giant
worst thing I
squid
could
washed
think
up in New Zealand.
Okay.
The villagers of the area reported the same animal that had grabbed and sunk a canoe previously. Not hard to do. The squid's mantle,
I could stick a canoe.
that cone-shaped thing at the top of its head, that was more than 9 feet long.
Yeah.
A scientist today has concluded that this means that giant squids could reach lengths of between 19 and 90 feet long. He says that top number might be a little bit high, but that he can conservatively say 66
I
feet.
think I might be going.
He said, all right. Let's
It could be 9 or 100.
Yeah. Or 600 feet wide.
Which is it?
Like,
Wait, they're talking about just the head?
no,
Oh, okay.
just the actual squid. Then he conservatively said that 66 feet long squids are not out of the question. So it went from 19 to 90 down to 60 feet.
This guy's
It's not out of the
jumping
question.
out of the yeah.
So
It's like when you try to
realistically,
buy someone, like, sell someone something, like, 100, they're like 80. You're like, 85.
Yeah.
You're like, all right.
he's like, all right, fuck it.
Could be 9 feet. Could be 90. Could be 66.
He said 19 to 90 feet long, and then he said, all right, 90's a lot.
All right.
It's probably, it could be like 66, which
called
means
60.
it's realistically probably like 40.
Let's call it 60. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's call it 66.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you come? That's what I need to know. How do you come to 66 specifically?
Yeah. I
You're
don't
like,
know.
well,
He went from 9 to 90 to 66.
like, where'd you get the 6
What does
from?
he know that we don't know?
Yeah, who is this guy? I'm gonna get a fucking name on this fucker.
Now I'm pissed.
Yeah, now I'm fucking
All
pissed
right,
off.
so yeah. All right.
So that's just like the Kraken, you know. Was an actual article, like an
Yeah, but
actual
that's
journal posted about this.
That's just like confirmed. It exists.
Giant squid are among the largest invertebrates known, but a consensus on their maximum size is lacking. Statistical investigation of various measures of body length and beak size and squid's scientific name suggests that squid.
Cephalopod?
Archid.
Mm.
I could speak. Maybe I can just have it speak into the mic for me.
There's cephalopod.
Let's see. Not translate.
Speak.
Hold on. Silent.
A frozen
Silent.
cephalopod.
Silent. I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyways, yeah. So the scientific name of squid is what I was looking at.
Okay.
Statistical investigation suggests that squid of at least 2.69 meters mantle length may be handled by large bull whales, sperm whales, but perhaps not females. Given the relationship of squid ML, which is their mantle length, like the little fucking headpiece they got,
All right.
the standard and total length, the observed spread of individual lengths, along with the longest reliable measure of mantle length of 2.79 meters, purported squid of 10 meters, standard length, and even 20 meters total length are eminently plausible.
All right. Yes, but
They're saying, like, listen, we've never seen them.
we have seen this.
We've been here for a while. No, but not this size, though.
Yeah.
I don't think so
There's
because I think there'd be consensus if there was a video evidence of one that was
bro,
20
this was
meters
like
long.
breaking thing. I remember on Animal Planet they hung. I'll find this video right now, dude. The Japanese got a video of it.
The longest mantle length on record is 7.4 feet. Length from tip to top fin to the end of the arms. Longest one on record is 43 feet.
43 feet.
Yeah. So where the fuck did he get 66 from?
I think he's just guesstimating of like how
He
long.
just wants to be that fucking guy.
Look at this shit.
And you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. That's crazy.
There's a video. I remember this.
That's probably the one that he's talking about. 43 feet.
Vividly. From Animal Planet, like so long ago, dude. And
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, this is like a
Kraken.
huge deal because like we'd never seen one before."
Yeah, the Kraken.
And then they also have this fucking creepy thing, the Magna Penisquids. They look like they're literally like from Alien.
Picture?
I have a video. They like
The what are they called? The fucking xenomorphs?
yeah, like something like that, because their legs just like dangle down below them. They just kind of like float around. They're not really like
Jellyfish ass motherfuckers.
Yes, sure.
Jellyfish esque.
To put it scientifically, jellyfish ass motherfuckers. Yeah, like look at this thing.
For those who can't see. Oh my.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing where it's like, how do you see that? And you're like, let's go back down there.
Yeah, right.
Let's go see what else is going on
We
down
should
there.
go to the ocean sometime.
So for those who can't see his phone, which is everyone because it wasn't facing the camera, and also it wouldn't be large enough anyways. There was a massive squid. It had like a big ass head, and then the arms were just like 7 million feet long. Like they just
They're
kept
just
going.
dangling down. They just kind of like.
It looked like a
swaying
fake
around.
video because
Yeah.
it was so large.
Insane, dude.
So all right, so that's all I got for the ocean mysteries for this week.
Yeah.
Next week, John will have a topic. The week after, we got to talk about cryptids at some point. That's
Mm.
probably the next topic.
We can do that.
Like Bigfoot and him.
Big phone in him.
Yeah, Bigfoot and the boys.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I like cryptid stuff. It's
Yeah,
cool.
so we'll come back next week with another topic. Shout out to everybody watching, listening. The YouTube's kind of popping.
Yeah.
Got like a couple tens of viewers.
You got
better
like
than nothing.
90 on one of them or something.
Yeah. So keep running up.
Share
the
that
numbers.
shit, dude.
Keep running up the numbers.
Post that shit. Share that shit. Send it to someone. Like,
Send
subscribe.
it to your mother.
Give it to your mother for
If your
Mother's
mother's
Day.
listening, we love you.
Turn it around. Put it on your face.
Uh,
Remember the paper towels video?
yeah.
You throw it up in the air, it comes right back down. It's the same thing with our
towels.
podcast.
Exactly.
You throw it up in the air, comes right
it
back
comes
down.
every time.
This is for your car, the house. Turn it around, put it on your face.
Paper towels.
Fucking stellar recording.
Ah, shit.
Oh, shit.
We'll probably see. It might be over here. There it is. Oh, there it is. All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Click stop recording.